Steve and Jill here.
Hello.
Welcome to the House Academy Show, entertaining real estate investment talk. I'm Stephen Jack Butella.
And I'm Jill DeWitt, broadcasting from sunny Southern California.
Today, Jill and I talk about buy 1 of 10 SFR opportunities during these virus times. You can be way more picky and should be way more picky. Only the best deals should you be buying right now. Before we get into it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the houseacademy.com online community. It's free.
Brandon wrote, "Hi all, I just started and I think I've found my county, but I'm a little worried. So here's the reason why I picked the county and why I'm worried. Pros." What's so funny?
No, you shouldn't be worried.
Oh, okay.
You should pick a county with confidence.
Well, I'm okay with this. I like doing your due diligence. This is doing a little extra due diligence. But I agree. All right. So let's see what the pros are. The pros and cons are, and they'll probably tell us. Pros are low days on market. Seems to be no wholesalers or good wholesalers. Either that or they are bad or they don't have a website. Okay, good. A bad website or no website. Now I got it. And a pro because it's near a growing town/city. Okay, these are good things. Now here are the cons. Again, no wholesalers.
That's not bad. That's not a con. 2,
extremely low tax deed sales.
Not a con.
All right.
That's a pro.
And then 3, retail prices. There's a huge difference from those few bad wholesalers that he can find. So, I mean, it seems like I found a good county, but the low days on market and no other wholesalers makes me think that people have mailed this county and had no success. Also, could it just mean that I have to offer a slightly higher price? I would still yield a good net profit. Just nervous about my first mailer. Anything helps. Thank you, Brandon.
The price on your mailer, first of all, toward the end here, there's like 9 questions in here, but the price on your mailer for houses, if it's up 10%, down 10%, that's not going to matter one bit. Not even, there's no way to prove this, but it's not going to matter 1% on who respond. People respond to a housing mailer because they want to sell their house, and price is secondary. Mm-hmm. The people that call back with the hate and they say, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe that," those people that's not your customer. Your customer is, "Wow, thanks so much for sending this letter. I know it's cheaper than it's worth, but you know what? I just want to sell it to you because I want to get out of here and I got to move to Boston or whatever." It's a life event. It's not a price thing. So forget about increasing your price to actually find a deal on a mailer. Just forget that forever. That goes for land too. What you're looking for is a life circumstance. That's why they sign it and send it back and do the deal. No wholesalers in a market for land or houses is great. Extremely low tax deed sales. Forget that. That was something that happened in times that are different now because of this virus. And a huge price variance can happen for lots of reasons. For houses, I avoid places that have massive price variances. What it tells me is that, you've all heard the phrase wrong side of the tracks. So you look on this side of the track, figuratively, you're looking at a housing market on this side of the tracks. You're looking at a housing market on this side of the tracks. Everything's 300,000 here. Everything's 100,000 here. So that tells me there's a local market effect going on. You see this in Detroit, like we cross one street, one major artery in Detroit, and everything's $20,000. And on the other side, literally it's $1.2 million. So one street. That tells me that you have to go in, and it's not a bad thing. Actually, what they're doing your job for you. They're telling you, here's a little micro market. Here's a little micro market. Make sure you send the correct offers to that market, which is easy as hell to do in housing with the smart pricing thing. So, look, we don't have enough time to go into smart pricing, but smart pricing solves it because it's asset by asset priced. So there's no cons here.
I agree.
Here's what you don't want. You do not want to mail a market where there's so much property for sale, it makes you laugh. And so if you follow the program, I don't know if Brandon's in our group or not. If you follow how to price houses in our program, it would solve and go through it and really pay attention to, especially as your first mailer, pay attention to how we price mailers and how to choose a county. You can't make a mistake.
I don't think Brandon would be asking these questions or know about these questions if he weren't a member. I think he's in.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Whew.
Wow, Jill.
Yes,
She
what?
sat there.
That's how it goes. There we go. See? Just kidding. You had a
Is
lot
it
to
hard?
say, and it was great. No, it wasn't. Try it sometime. Thank you. Oh boy. Have you been spending a little too much time with your significant other? We have. We normally spend a lot of time together, but when you're forced to, oh, it's different. Let me tell you. It's not so fun.
Today's topic, by one
Trust
out
me,
of
I'm about
10,
to get a dog.
by 1 out of 10 SFR opportunities during these virus times, this is why you're listening. I'm going to set this up and then you take it home, all right?
All right. Speaking of which, actually, you know what? What if the pet stores are open? I don't think they are, which makes me sad. I would love to get a pet right now.
You know, I saw on the news that there are no adoption candidates.
I saw there was like one area somewhere that they ran out of dogs to adopt because everybody's already adopted them all. They're doing what I'm thinking.
I also saw that somebody tested their tiger
Oh,
for this virus and it tested positive. But that
That's
could be
funny.
like a National Enquirer.
that's
kind of
true.
thing.
Or yeah, National Enquirer. Yeah, that's funny. Is that even still out?
I don't know.
Okay.
They only let me to go to the grocery store on Tuesday. So
That's right.
I don't know these things.
Okay, set me up.
You send out mail during good times and bad times. You send out 4,000 mailers for houses. And during good times, you get a bunch of mail back, a bunch of hate. Then you get a bunch of mail back, couple of signed offers. And it's kind of slim pickings. But you do some deals because you just get through it. During these times, you're going to get a disproportionate amount of people calling back saying, you know what, I do want to do this deal. What's your job now? Pick the best. The title is pick 1 out of 10 now. For every one, probably 10 offers during good times, you probably would have said, you know what, I'm going to do this offer. I'm going to do this deal. Now, this is so important in these times. This is our third recession together. So, my third real recession as a real estate investor. You have to be so darn picky and choosy about the properties that you buy, both houses and land. They have to be an amazing fall-over deal because you're going to get way more opportunities and choices. So make it count.
I was going to say before this all hit, because of what we know and what you have taught us and about how to pick a county, what to look for in days on market, it's never a bad situation. You said just get through it. I'm like, it's not just get through it. Just get through it as if you're hitting an area that you know is not a good area because that's where you personally want to live and you're only in it for a primary residence kind of situation. That's the only reason that I would be mailing not a hot market. There's other reasons why I want to buy a property there. So that's separate. But the reasons we're all sending mail out and looking for houses is because the data tells us everything in this area, in this price range, is going to sell in 21 days or less. Facts, right? So we all know that. So going into this, we were all doing just fine. Coming out of this, we're all going to be doing even better because there's just going to be more, like you said, more opportunity. More people are going to really be calling us back. I know we talked about stats on Monday that giving a bunch of different statistics and things to look at, but based on experience, like you said, we're going to have a lot of inventory out there. And we have done that. You know, Stephen tells great stories about 2007, 2008, 2009, things that, and it was funny because we did this one day on, it was one of our House Academy member calls. And we were showing an area that, look, hey guys, we bought properties in this neighborhood for $20,000 and now they're 180. And I happened to click on one. We were on Neighbor Scoop, and I'm like, let's just pull up one for example. Like, here's an example of the house that I clicked on it, and I scrolled down to show the price, and it showed, it was bought for
20 grand.
$20,000. It was in the
On the
numbers,
MLS, 2009.
and it was had a recorded sale of that, and it showed what it was worth today. We're like, and it was just like a random thing. I didn't I couldn't have planned it that well, and it was just so funny. But it's true. It's the facts. So we're gonna start seeing crazy stuff. So. And I think the whole point today is we don't want you to overspend and don't want you to get stuck in a situation. You need to be ready for it and looking for it like that. Think crazy.
Think
because
crazy.
That's how it was.
Well said, Joe.
I showed an example of no way you could buy a 3-2 in Phoenix, Arizona for $20,000 that's worth $180 today. That's not possible. Well, you know what? You go look at the numbers, you'll find them. That's true. So think crazy, think like that, look for deals like that, buy 1 of 10, and you won't fail.
Yep.
That's what I have to say.
These are your good old days right now. We're going to go into this, maybe the next 24 to 36 months are going to be the properties that are 2 or 3 and 4, especially in Phoenix, in markets like Phoenix and Vegas and Florida. Properties that are $200,000 now will be $40,000, $50,000. And so what it does is these are your good old days. So 8-10 years from now, when the market's back up and the whole thing climbs back up, you're gonna sound like an old man like me. You're gonna say, $200,000 is a good deal for this house. Well, back in the day, we were buying these properties for $40,000 and selling them for $60,000 and $80,000. And so that's what's about to happen. And not is it going to happen everywhere? No. There's some markets that are like the one we live in here in Los Angeles, is probably relatively immune, although it will go down. Mm-hmm. It's just not going to be jaw dropping, lose 80% of its value.
However, some communities like where we are, they normally every 10 years have staggering growth numbers. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I'm not sure how that applies to what I just said. I think you just took a little sleep.
I'm not sure either.
Did you take a little nap?
I thought I could tie that in somehow, and apparently I cannot. So anyway,
hold on to your hat.
We're in a different little
beautiful devaluation and market. Let's call it market adjustment. Isn't that funny how people say?
I like that.
The market's going to adjust itself.
I like that.
No, it's going to be a freak show.
All right. Freak show, market adjustment, whatever you want to call it. Happy you could join us today. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we are right here on the House Academy Show. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you can find us on the Land Academy Show.
Tomorrow, the episode on the Land Academy Show is called Are We Real Estate Sheep? Tomorrow is my day to talk about the crazy stuff that's going on in this world. And are we going to take it like sheep? No, we're not. We're real estate investors. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
That's what threw me off. I'm like, what is he talking about?
We're not sheep here.
Got it.
They're not going to tell us what to do. They're not going to tell us what to do.
I don't have a good sheep. Maybe you have a better one. It's okay. The House Academy Show remains commercial free for you, our loyal listener. So wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening, please subscribe and rate us there.
We are Steve and Jill. Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.